with the creatures was an intentional act, but created by someone the Freakers call the Doctor, and may have been an experiment researching what the true essence is of a body or soul or mind. And if I recall correctly, you guys were planning on making your way towards the city of Brightfold.
That did
Believe
seem to
that's
be the
correct.
plan.
Well, weren't we at the gates there?
You guys went into the city.
Okay.
You guys have not been to Brightfold.
I see.
Get the music fixed here. You guys wake up the next day having spent the evening in a free night at a very nice tavern. You guys eventually all come down for breakfast with Cliff, who looks particularly hungover. Looks like he's probably got a pretty bad headache he's working off. And before you guys leave, the mayor, who's this like small dwarven woman named G, would come over and just once again thank you guys for your help with clearing out the den, and ask if there's anything else you guys need before you head to Brightfold.
This isn't the psycho mayor that's up with the problem, right?
No. That's so you guys are in Ill River, in the city of
Okay.
Brightfold's where the Crazy Baron is.
Okay.
All right, I am more here now.
Welcome back. So the mayor's just asking if you guys need anything before you start making your trips.
Put us up in a night,
Yep,
right?
they put you up. Cliff's feeling pretty hungover, pretty bad right now, and the mayor's just kind of asking if there's anything else that you guys had questions about or needed before she lets you go on your way.
Don't believe so.
And G, the mayor, would inform all of you guys that to get into Brightfold, there is a tax requiring 1 item of magical prowess.
Yeah. Oh, that's the city we were considering going to with the Crazy Baron, right?
Yep.
Per
Yeah.
person or for our entire group?
It's one for the entire group. It's something the Barons recently imposed. Most people bring small little trinkets, nothing too valuable. It's not prohibitively expensive, but it is a bit annoying, especially if you're planning on leaving the city or returning multiple times.
Oh, so each time it's not like a hand stamp thing. It's like each time
Nope.
you go in, you gotta bring a donut.
Could always try to sneak into the city, of course. There's also a posting I thought you might be interested in. She takes it down. It's one you guys have seen before. It was kind of like a bloody scrawled note that says bag of holding for 50 gold pieces. But the zero is now crossed out, so it says bag of holding for 5 gold pieces. Please take it.
What a deal.
I'll take it.
I suppose that could be our magic item that we give.
Yes, the rumor around the town is that it's cursed in some ways, but it might be worth just using as a ticket.
If only we had another bag of holding that we could put that bag of holding inside, so that we would.
What a great idea!
Curse.
Do you have any bag of holdings we can have?
I don't, unfortunately. I just have mine that I use personally. She kind of gestures to like a little like leather purse type deal on her hip.
I'll take it. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I reach out and break her neck and then take the bag. I don't
That's
do
what
that.
I like about the armor. He sees something he wants, and he just goes for it.
He's a go-getter.
Reminds me of if you guys have seen the new Suicide Squad movie. I love peace. I don't care how many men, women, or children I have to kill to get it.
Yeah.
Said every dictator ever.
It's a Peacemaker quote.
It's a good one.
I was about to say that sounded like John Cena.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have a map of the area?
Of the area, we do have a map shop nearby, although it's tentatively drawn. And she would kind of refer you to this little, basically, map hut, I'll describe it as, where they do have maps of the area.
Not even called a cartographer? Jeez.
Map hut.
I'm gonna point to the bag of holding notice thing. Does it and gesture to give it to me?
Give it to you.
Does it say where to go?
Yep, there's like an address on there. It's pretty easy directions to find.
I'm gonna start walking towards that address.
All right. Well, looks
Alrighty.
like that's taken care of.
I'm assuming you guys are going to go with him.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go to the map store.
The map
Sure.
hut. It's like
so-
Pizza Hut, but maps.
They make
So-
maps on pizza.
Right.
So the problem here, Jay, is your character takes it to the map store. Is there are several maps of the same areas that are different? They're mostly similar, but clearly not all of the map makers are in agreement with what exactly is where.
Okay.
Does it change?
So,
Yeah, are the maps like Rorschach's face where they're constantly moving?
no, they just look like they were made by different map makers.
Okay.
There are two big maps for sale here that are like major ones. Most of them are just like kind of the local area, how to get from this town to this town. There's one that's a map of the Brightvold Forest, which is just kind of this whole area over here. Pretty decent sized one. And then there is a different map of the Blighted Peaks, which you're not exactly sure where that's at in relation to you. And then there is a map of the Old Deadwood. So there's three basically main maps here.
I would like to inquire about purchasing these maps.
So each map costs 15 gold pieces.
I will take them.
All three of them?
Yes.
Wow, big spender.
Look who's rolling in it.
That is your first map. There is the second map of the Blighted Peaks. There's a map of the Old Deadwood.
Okay. And would they happen to have a set of calligrapher supplies?
Sure, let me look up the price on calligrapher's supply.
599 US dollars.
So 10 gold pieces.
Sold.
Jay's just money bags, apparently.
And no kidding.
I was.
You do start in gold.
I was.
Yes. I did do starting gold.
Cool. Well, the rest of you guys make your way towards this small, simple-looking home, pretty like a single-story, maybe 1 or 2 bedroom little home. It's nice, seems well taken care of. And then you see several places all around the home, and kind of on like street signs and things like that up to the home is just that notice posted all over the place.
I'm
Going for the
ignoring all
bag of
that.
holding?
Yeah, so try to sell a bag of holding.
Well, if we're trying to actually get that, we should try to get them to pay us to take it from them.
Does somebody knock on the door? I'm assuming it. I guess it could be the armor that's.
Are we up? Are we at the door?
Yeah, you guys are at the door now.
I will knock very heavily on the door.
Boom, boom, boom. The door is opened by a small humanoid boy of 8 or 9 years old. He kind of looks up at you, and he just kind of, where you'd expect a child would be terrified of the armor, he just kind of looks at you like, "Yes, what do you want?" He just kind of goes, "Hi, are you a knight?"
I'm just gonna hold the ad up towards him.
He suddenly looks very, very sad and says, "Oh, are you sure? I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, knights are supposed to be good, right? And I don't want anything bad to happen to you."
I will nod.
Okay, I'll go get my mom.
While he's walking away, I'm gonna lean over to Cliff. Is he a knight?
He's whatever we want him to be, man.
He's the armor.
He must be a knight because he got armor on.
That's a good callback. You do that. I love that scene. They are having a battle. What makes it a battle? They were wearing armor. That don't make it a battle. A young
Tell
woman.
Gendry what makes a fight into a battle.
A young woman approaches, and she looks awful. I mean, looks like she probably hasn't slept in several days. Her eyes are like bloodshot and watery. She just has this perpetual look of like, I've seen some shit. She just kind of walks over, just like shivering and very traumatized looking, just like this PTSD 1,000-yard stare. She just says, "Yes."
I'll hold up the ad towards her.
Oh, thank you. She just kind of has this look of just pure relief on her face, and she kind of goes, "Oh yes, yes. Would you come inside and get it? It's up in my son's room."
You'll give us 5 gold to take it, right?
Make a persuasion check.
I will turn towards Cliff and shake my head no.
Sign doesn't say that?
I will shake my head no again.
I look at the sign confused. I guess the sign doesn't say that. Could have swore it said that.
I thought it did too.
Well, sorry, ma'am. Sir Buddhist here says the sign doesn't say that.
She would invite you. She would invite you all in.
I would follow.
I'll go in.
She lead you to the back of the house where you can see there's 2 bedrooms clearly meant for 2 young children. The first, you can see the kid you talked to before sitting in one of the bedrooms, kind of waves at you as you come in. He's kind of like flipping through a book, and he looks very, very sad that you guys are here for some reason. And then the other room looks like a room for another small child. It's very, very clean. There's no toys or anything out. It looks like it's been cleaned meticulously, except for brown, red, and blue, colorful bag of holding that seems stained with dried blood that sits in the middle of the room like it hasn't been touched. You can see there's a little bit of dust buildup on it. It looks like everything else in the room has been cleaned except for that, which has been avoided.
That's not at all ominous.
I think it looks pretty cute.
It was my son's. My other son. He's gone now. But yeah, anyways.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what happened to your son?
Well, I was cooking the boys dinner, and they were playing together, and they were playing with one of their, their books or whatever of tricks and dares and things. And I heard my son. She points to the kid who's still there in the bed. She says that Luke, I heard him yell, and I came into the room, and well, Taylor was just gone.
Your son ate your other son?
No, most people don't believe Luke. Luke says that something came out of the bag and took Taylor. The town's labeled us as freaks and stayed away from us. The rumor around town is that Luke shoved Taylor into the bag, but I know that's not true. He'd never do such a thing.
How
Can I
long
look
ago
at-
was this?
8
It
years.
was a month or two ago, perhaps. Sorry,
Mm.
time's different, Khuros. It was half a month ago.
Mhm.
He-
Mhm.
I tried. I've just been, I don't want to touch it or move it. I've just been trying to get rid of it, but at the same time, we need the money to just live.
Have you tried to get him out in any way of there?
Well, Luke was always showing me this tall tale from the book, but I think I'd prefer to move on. I don't want to tempt whatever powers are in here. You could speak to Luke if you wanted to, but I just want to remember him for how he was, a beautiful child, and move on.
Can I insight check that?
I would do the same.
Oh, I only got an 8.
Yeah, I mean, she just looks so horribly traumatized that she doesn't want to even consider that her son could be okay, because then it's more room for disappointment.
John's just gonna walk up to the bag and kind of poke it with his quarterstaff, see if something jumps out at him.
Well, doesn't move.
Well, it seems safe enough right now.
I'm gonna walk over to the bag and pick it up.
Yep, that seems fine.
I'm gonna look for something in the room that's small enough to drop into the bag.
Sure, you can find like a small toy figurine or something in the room that would have been the kids.
I'll do that. I'll drop it in the bag.
Yep, it goes into the bag, no problem, just like you'd expect.
I'll turn the bag upside down.
Oh, I can't remember. Does that do anything with bag of holding?
I don't
If
think
you turn it inside,
upside
if you
down
turn it
gives
inside
you
out, it's
inside
yeah.
out.
You put it upside down, nothing seems to happen.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand on like the outside of the bottom of the bag and push it through.
Yep, the small figurine spills out of it.
Anything else?
Nope.
I'm gonna turn towards everyone else and shrug, and then turn it back right side out.
I'll go talk to Luke, as per the mother's suggestion, I suppose.
Sure, you look to Luke, who's kind of staring at, looks like a children's book of some kind, and he says, "Hi, are you taking the bag away?"
You don't seem like you want the bag to go away.
Well, I just, my brother's in there somewhere. But my mom's so afraid. She doesn't ever sleep or eat or anything. And everybody in town, I can't really go outside because the other kids are all scared of me because they think I pushed Taylor into the bag.
Why do you think he's still in the bag somewhere?
Oh, well, the bag man took him.
Did you talk to the bag man?
Oh, I don't know if you can talk to the bag man.
What did the bag man look like?
I just saw his arm, but it was a dare, and he has like a little book of dares. He's like, the dare is to, it's like a thing kids do at night. You try to talk to the bag, and here, I'll just give it to you. And he rips off a page of the children's book and hands it to you.
I look at it. That's not at all an ominous bag. It's a totally normal non-skeleton hand coming out of a bag.
With claws.
No, there's no hand. It's totally normal.
It says, "Have you heard the bagman's tale with claws that grasp and skin so pale? On a hag's advice he crawled inside, a bag of his forever tied. Call inside, repeat till 3, follow my voice, he will come to thee. Then after 3 gifts, for you he will come, so sharpen your knives, he brings no fun. If your bag whispers, that's a clue, the bagman may be coming for you."
I'm gonna
Not
hold my.
immediately puts his head to the bag. I assume that's
Okay.
what you're doing as well.
That's what I was gonna do, but if you do it, I'll let you do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Hey, maybe we should not do that with the kid and the mom around and re-traumatize them.
The
What?
kid says,
Oh,
the
well,
kid says,
yeah, okay.
Luke says, "He's not going to come now. You have to call him. You have to say 3 times, follow my voice. And then you have to give him 3 gifts. Otherwise, he doesn't come."
Oh, we got it. I just they were going to do that like right here, and we should just not do that right here. We should do that like somewhere that's not right here.
Well, I was just gonna listen for the whispers.
All right, so is someone going to give the nice lady 5 gold so she can get a good night's sleep?
I'll
will.
give her 5 gold. Sean doesn't know what to spend his money on anyway.
Sean gives her 5 gold, and she
Yep.
looks terribly, terribly grateful.
I will give her another 20.
She starts crying and kind of reaches out to like give you a hug, and then sees that you're a suit of armor that looks terrifying. He changes her mind, and then she just says, "Thank you very much. This'll get Luke and I by for some time."
I will give her a single nod.
Look at that.
All
The
right.
armor has a heart of gold.
I guess we leave.
I guess he
Cool.
just gave his heart away.
That's pretty funny. Who's going to be carrying the bag of holding for the party?
I will carry it.
Okay.
Cool. Well, you guys have a bag of holding now at a very good rate.
A totally normal, not at all death trappy bag of holding.
I'm sure the blood is, just decoration.
I'm equally sure that we don't want to give this to the people in the town. I mean, it's a bag of holding, assuming we kill the thing inside of it.
Yeah.
What happens if you never invite him? Does he just stay in there and eat your stuff?
He might eat your stuff. That'd be kind of not cool.
But it sounds like this bag man can just kind of pop up at any bag.
Also possible, I suppose.
It could be just in normal bag of holding, but the bag man can pop up in any bag. Interesting. That's a good theory.
That's
It's
the
like
that's the impression the kid was giving you.
It's any mirror in Bloody Mary or the Candyman or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's very Bloody Mary inspired for sure.
Yeah.
But at some point, maybe in a few levels or something, you guys could always try to duke it out with the Batman. Or give the bag away immediately.
That sounded like a suggestion.
Gonna say, is that Thomas?
No, not a suggestion. No, definitely not.
That sounded like a suggestion.
Is that your not so subtle hint as telling us not to do it right now?
They
No,
sound like
no.
a.
You can do whatever you guys want. If you guys want to do it right now, do it right now. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh yeah. No, it's not.
If we do trade it away, we just whisper into it and give him toys and then pass it off.
Sure.
Ticking time bomb for somebody else.
Make it someone else's problem.
Here's a bag of holding, you fuck.
Good luck. Why? Don't worry about it.
You poor sad son of a bitch. I will fasten the bag to my belt and leave her house.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do in the riverside town of Ill River? The town has returned to normal business. Everybody's out fishing as normal now that the day of the sledge is gone.
Does a potion of lesser healing count as a magic item?
You don't know.
Okay.
I guess it's up to the interpretation of whoever you're giving it to.
Depends on who you ask. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, do we go to starting town or Brightvold?
Starting town somewhere this way.
Starting time might not be a bad idea if we don't have any magic items we want to give to
That's
Brightfold.
true.
What else do you guys have? You have the Amulet of Sturdiness and the Incendiary Caltrips.
That is true. We do have the incendiary caltrips.
I wonder if one incendiary caltrip would count.
Break it
I
up.
offer you a single caltrop.
It is technically a magic item.
Yeah.
One.
One of my 7. Yeah.
We've
Well,
renamed
don't
the
tell 'em
bag
that.
the bag of Brightvold reentry. It's called the hand stamp now. Hmm. Well, to starting town then? Is that the
Yeah, I guess.
The armor will nod.
does starting town have a name, or we just know there's a town over there?
Drayton.
Drayton, that's right. And that's where that orc guy was going? He was
Yep. He's decided he had to get out of Brightfold.
he was going from Brightvold to Drayton, right? Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Well, then who would like to lead the party on this expedition?
And where is,
I'll lead the way.
Where is Drayton again?
It is somewhere this way.
This way somewhere.
Oh, but we were there already.
No.
Oh,
So you guys went from the Nest to Scar's Bluff, and then back to Ill River.
oh, Ill River was the city that we originally passed through and didn't do anything. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
starting town, we just nuked Thomas's planning completely and didn't even look in that direction.
Gotcha.
Brian wanted to get
Classic
some
D&D.
payback for Ground Coast.
It's good. You actually want to do all the high level quests and not the starting. You want to skip the
That's right.
starting area so you
Skip
can
the
level up faster.
That's right. Obviously.
That's why you guys already have magic items, because this is not supposed to be the the level 1 area.
And why they
Right.
almost invited the bagman into this nice people's home to kill us all.
That's why in World of Warcraft, as soon as you finish Death Knell, you go straight to Western Plaguelands. Like that's everyone knows that.
Where do you farm the sheep?
Oh, totally Western Plaguelands. Yeah.
All right, so I have a question for you, Thomas. I realize that calligrapher supplies and cartographer supplies are not the same thing, but they do feel
Oh.
sort of similar.
They are pretty similar.
Well, calligraphy would be like fancy writing.
Right. What I'm wondering is how much you feel like I could apply my calligrapher skills in attempting to dip my toes in cartography. Now
You could
that I
make
have
some
these
checks at
maps.
disadvantage just without the proper tools.
Okay.
Are you planning on making some maps for monetary purposes, or to correct all the bad ones?
Or just to try to see how accurate they are.
Sure.
In comparison to what I have, and yeah. I haven't really thought about selling them, but yeah, maybe.
All right.
So as we travel, I'll be kind of studying my maps and seeing how much I feel like it's accurate or what might be changed.
Well, Brian has to be right back. So, would somebody else like to roll?
I'll do it.
Roll a d8, please.
Wait. he didn't make his survival check.
That's true. That's just for getting lost, which we will do. But this is for the random encounter of the day.
An 8 is either really, really good or really, really bad.
Oh, it's gonna be really, really something.
I know what I'm hoping for.
I wonder
that's
if we're
what I'm
going to be
hoping for.
rolling up new characters for people soon.
Inogu comes out of the woods.
Oh God, we're all dead.
Oh yeah, instantly.
I transform him to a rock so he doesn't know I'm alive.
It's like, okay, I'm pretty sure Yunogu has true sight. I could be wrong, but
Why is Tiamat in here?
For us to survive one or more turns with Yunogu at level 2 would be an accomplishment.
Well, he
you-
can only
you-
attack 3 things, so
We all
hits-
run different directions.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he's also a 9th level spellcaster. Like,
Yeah.
He just casts Meteor Swarm and everything in the 10-mile radius is dead. He hits you with his flail, and you would be paralyzed if you didn't just take 36 damage, but you took 36 damage, so you're just dead.
He's got a couple of spells, but it doesn't look like he has any damage spells.
I know he's got teleport. I don't know what else.
Fear, invisibility, dispel magic, teleport.
Oh, okay.
Not sure if I like that you're actually looking up his spells.
Well, you guys are about to fight him, so I gotta know what he's got. His lair actions are disgusting.
Oh, I'm sure.
Note to self: never fight Yunogu in his lair.
I think his lair is like an entire level of the abyss, too.
Yeah, it is.
Which is like this endless labyrinthian forest where he gets to hunt you. Like that's his jam. That's what he loves.
Most dangerous game.
Welcome back, Brian. Make a survival check for navigating. We've rolled for our random encounter of the day and gotten the highest possible roll.
Which is awesome. We get to fight Yunogu now.
The highest possible danger.
Yunogu with a Bloonter-esque.
16 is not terrible.
16 is not terrible at all. You guys think you're on the right track here.
But I think the 8 might be.
We'll find
It's
out.
green. Green is
It's
good.
green. It can't be bad.
As you guys go to settle down for the night, right where you're kind of about to get ready to set up, you see that there's 3 other adventurers that already have a camp set up, and they kind of wave you guys over cautiously.
Well, I'll friendly walk up and wave.
I will make sure that I am the last person to walk up and stay back a little bit. Just because.
Oh, friends, it's rare to see some friendly faces on these trails.
Safety in numbers, right? Where are you off? Where are you folks off to?
Oh, we're just coming from Drayton on our way to the city of Brightfold.
We are also on our way to Drayton.
Oh, we've just come from there. It's a lovely little town.
What's in Brightfold for you, fine folk?
Oh, well, we're traveling adventurers, visiting this plane for the time being to quickly make some coin. Well, not much work in Drayton. It's a bit low grade for our standards, so we're looking for something a little more feisty.
Less kobolds, more orcs. I get it.
Do you have the tax?
Oh, we have plenty of magic items at the moment. I assure you, we've been adventuring for, well, perhaps a bit longer than you folk. Not too much longer, but a bit.
Well, excellent. Have you folks eaten? I make a fine roadside stew.
That would be lovely. All of us can't cook. We've been eating dry jerky.
That sounds terrible.
Well, I'm Kennard. This is my companions, Guimar and Tanteb. You see there's a drow is the one talking to you. That's Kennard, and there's a human in armor, and there's a dwarf in like these green robes with a massive sigil of a keg of ale on the front of it.
I will introduce myself, and then
Do I know what deity that is, Thomas?
Make a religion check. I'll give you advantage.
Nope. Must be one of them newfangled gods.
One of them newfangled gods. One of those spiritual, not religious type.
I will reintroduce. Also make introductions. I'm Cliff, and this is Algrex and Kellantir. Did I get it right, Jay?
That's correct.
This is the Sean, and this is Sir Brutus.
Hello.
Greeting. This is the dwarf. He's clearly super hammered. He's like, "You guys want some ale?"
Who's Sir Brutus? Do you gesture towards the armor with that?
Yep.
The armor will turn and like, give you a look. It looks like, I mean, you can't really tell, but he'll turn his head towards you.
I assume you love it.
Just a little bit that's maybe slightly too uncomfortably long.
Everybody shut up! Everybody shut up! Watch this! Watch this! And he watches. He extends his fingers, and these like golden sparkles come off, and immediately manifest themselves into several large tankards of ale.
Excellent.
Still got it.
Can you teach me how to do that?
No. You gotta dedicate your life to religion and partying.
Is this like is that like frat boy magic or something?
Seems like it. Oh, come on! What are you doing? Let's get cooking. You cook a man.
I'll start cooking it up.
Can I make a insight check to see if these people are as friendly as they are passing themselves off to be?
Sure.
I would like to do the same.
I would not.
Ooh.
While I am cooking, I will sing to myself the 7 screw-ups that saved the world.
I got a 19, Thomas.
These guys seem pretty much on the up and up, good neutral aligned adventurers.
Okay.
So you guys enjoy a fine meal. Who's going to be on watch?
I will. Well, we get two people per watch. Me and Jay get to watch twice.
I'm on first watch.
I'm on third watch.
Third watch.
We really
Fourth
just
watch?
should. We really just should have like a dedicated system for this.
I'm on first and second.
I will be on second and third.
I'm always on first.
I guess I'll take fourth. Oh yeah, I thought I said I'd take fourth because I got to get up and make breakfast anyway.
Well, there isn't a fourth.
Well, there is no fourth. Well, then we
So
have
you're on
triple
third.
one of them. So I'm on third.
Yeah, so we triple up on the metal one.
Though realistically, there should be.
No, it's 8 hours each.
Well, yeah.
Or 4 hours each.
You sleep for 12 hours. It's divided into 4-hour shifts.
Oh.
Who
I
sleeps for
thought
12
I
hours?
thought you had to sleep for 6 out of the 8 hours.
You
So then
sleep.
I think that's right.
So there'd be 2-hour shifts, so there would be 4 watches.
Yeah.
How are
No,
there 3
I don't know.
watches? How does 4 hours and 3 add up to 8? So that doesn't make any sense.
No, it adds up to 12. So you take 4 off of 12 and you get 8.
Because you're not sleeping the whole time. You're doing other stuff like getting ready for the day,
You're not doing a
bathing, all that
12-hour
stuff.
long rest, so that's-
Yeah, no. Other stuff's just like
Look, the
included.
real
whatever, it's
answer
fine.
is each watch is 3 hours and 17 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Brian's just throwing a Molotov into the conversation.
Kaboom.
All
Okay,
right.
so
This is
Jay-
going to be our default watch setup.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
So for my 2, I did 21 and 13. So we need Algrex.
Actually, well, I think I should be on one of those watches. I'll attack me on the third watch. I'll also do third watch.
We'll just have a 4th watch, whatever. Jay's convinced me.
All right.
Well, then we should have. Then I'm going to do 3rd and 4th watch,
Yeah, that would make sense.
and then have Sean. Or wait. Yeah,
There's going to be one watch with one person. It's just the way it is.
Okay, I'll do
Who
3rd and
has
4th.
the best perception?
Not
Not me.
I have 3.
I have -1.
I have 2.
Sean's
so
just
maybe-
Sean's
maybe
just
I-
asleep on all of his watches.
Maybe I am the best.
Mine's a 2 as well.
So I guess I can go solo then with my big 3.
Well, Jay's character's got to be up anyway, though, so that doesn't make sense. So yeah, just have Jay do the
Yeah, that's
solo
fine.
one.
Well, on your first watch,
That's not a D4.
changing some music here.
Mm.
That sounds kind of like battle music.
Algrex and Kelantir. Am I saying it right, Jay? I'm sorry. I'm trying. This might be the hardest. Kelantir?
Kelantir.
Kelantir. There we go. I got that. Kelantir and Algrex. You guys are up with Guimar, who's the human in the armor. When you guys begin feeling a stiff wind pick up around you, on this wind is sounds. It doesn't sound like the noise is coming from around you. It sounds like the sound is actually on the wind. You hear the howling and barking of several dogs. And Gwintar the fighter draws his sword and says, "Ah, damn, he's found us. Wake your friends."
I will wake up my friends.
Well, I'll let him do that. It's like, who found us?
And I will cast Mage Armor.
He's the huntsman of Brightfold Forest. It's pretty rare to run into him, but once in a while, he'll show up. He's a very powerful dark entity that roams this forest. We've been lucky to only run into him one other time in our several weeks down here.
Ah. Come out of it unscathed? Question mark?
There were 5 of us before. Now there's 3.
Ah.
Actually, now there's 8.
And you guys can position yourselves however you want.
What direction is this sound coming from?
It sounds like it is on the wind around you.
What direction is the wind blowing?
It'd be from south to north.
Okay. I'll be over here by myself. No, I'm not gonna be by myself. I'll be right here.
I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm
Is
sitting,
everybody where
I'm
they'd like to
sitting
be?
there counting on my fingers the number of people that are around us and like focusing on trying to correct what he just said. And
He meant there was 5 in their party, and now
I
there's
know.
3. You're just like that. I have to correct you.
I
I
know.
can't not.
I know, but
John pulled his back a little bit as he was getting up, so he's like, "Oh,
Jay's doing one of those. I don't even have
Damn
time to
these
tell
old
you how
phones."
wrong you are. Actually,
Can
it's gonna bother me if I don't.
I have cast a spell already too?
Yep, you guys essentially get a round or two just to set up however you'd like.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Cool.
I'm gonna stretch.
You guys watch as the wind begins to coalesce into this red mist, which begins forming into blood red spectral dogs.
You say that they're spectral dogs?
Yep.
Is that right? I'm gonna. Would that have happened before? That would have been after I cast already. Yeah, never mind.
Yep, they've just showed up at the top of this initiative order.
If I had known, I would have done protection from good and evil. Oh well.
Second. Tanteb shoots out an Eldritch Blast. immediately just vaporizing one of the dogs. And then he burps.
Which direction did he shoot in? Because I can't see them.
South.
I cannot see them either.
And the druid is going to cast Barkskin and move over here. Algrex.
Man, we rolled. That's a lot of shitty initiative.
You guys should have light from the fire at least.
Yeah,
We do,
yeah.
but-
I just can't quite see past.
Yeah, I can see up to about here.
Yep.
You know what?
Right.
This dwarf would have used his object interaction to hurl a torch for you guys also. Just because he had another object interaction to use, might as well.
I mean, I have dark vision. I just can't quite see it that far.
I don't have dark vision.
You may want to pick
Neither
up the
do
torch.
I in this campaign.
I'm
Playing an elf and anything else, I would, but not in this one. Apparently,
gonna use-
Khurosian elves do not have dark vision. Go figure.
I'm going to use Thunderbolt on that one.
unless you're not an elf.
And I'll move back.
That's true. Jay's actually a dragon in disguise.
That's, yeah, exactly.
Cliff.
D&D, the game of yes and.
I will stand next to my brother and Elven Fury.
Aelvin Fury. I like it.
See what I did there? I actually have a proficiency in stand-up comedy. And I will Eldritch Blast this guy here.
You should refund it.
I know I should. And I whiff terribly. And then I will get out my loot and I will play a little bit of Eye of the Tiger and I will give Kellen Tier. Is that right? Did I get it?
Yep, you got it.
Nice. Kellen Tier. A Bardic Inspiration die.
Sean?
Okay. Sean is gonna step up a little bit and twin a Mind Sliver on these two hounds. So DC
Mind
13 intelligence saving throws.
Mine's liver.
Yeah. Alright, so first one fails, second one succeeds.
Cool.
And that first one has a minus D4 on its next saving throw before my next turn.
Pretty good music.
Oh. Hello, doggies.
And you guys hear a sound that does not
Nice
sound like the rest
doggies.
of the dogs. You hear a shrieking coming from the north.
Bad doggies.
All right, hold on a second.
Killentir.
Before Killentir, I would like to use my reaction to cast Broken Charge on the doggy that ran up to me. So you need to make a Wisdom saving throw,
That's a neat spell.
right? So he takes 2d4 psychic damage, and he has to run immediately back the direction from which he came. 4 psychic damage.
Only got 10 feet of movement left, but that's fine.
Go that way.
Oh no, he dashed, so he's got 30, so he's gone. Chong.
Don't skip me.
Oh, right.
Yep, that was right before.
It's hard not to when somebody just jumps in.
I know,
I
right?
know. Hate that.
Kellentir.
So as I finish correcting the guy on the numbers and I finish counting everybody around me, you start to hear me humming, sort of shyly, but begin to sing something kind of under my breath in Elvish, as I'm going to activate my Blade Song. I
Cool.
have both of my swords, and I am going to rush towards the sky. Spectral Hound.
Those will hit. Question: are your attacks magical when you're doing Blade Song?
Good question.
I don't think
I
so.
gotta read this whole thing. I don't think so, but yeah.
There's a lot of reading there. No? Okay. Well, those both hit.
Nine for the first, 3 for the second.
Doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would have expected.
That's alright. And that's it. As I slash.
This guy attacks one of the dogs.
Oh, there's more up there. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And the armor.
How far away did the shrieking sound like it was? So pretty close?
Fairly close. Perhaps just out of your view.
Just out of my view. I'm gonna move to here because I see enemies from the north, and I'm gonna message you what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Do you know direction?
Yeah. I know exactly where.
Cool. There you go.
Okay.
This cleric's going to shoot another Eldritch Blast. Oh my gosh,
Dang.
Damn.
he can't stop critting.
They still lost 2 guys last time they fought these people.
And after he blasts that one down, he says, "Don't worry too much about the dogs. You gotta look after the Hound Master."
Was that the one that had a negative on his Constitution save?
Yeah,
Your saving
it's
throw?
yeah, it is. But that one was vaporized.
Oh, okay.
And he's gonna turn and hand Cliff a tankard of ale that seems to be glowing with energy and says, "Drink that."
Sir, yes, sir.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. This druid. There you go. Ooh, just misses. Feels bad. And Algrix.
I'm gonna use Thunderbolt on the one right in front of me. And miss. And then I'm gonna move up here. And which I didn't play as Spellcaster. That's in winter.
Cliff.
I'm going to chug the ale.
Your next attack deals an additional 2d6 radiant damage, and you have advantage on it.
Does that include spell attacks?
Yep.
Excellent. I am going to move up to here. I am going to start singing in harmony with Kelantir's Blade Song. I'm going to give her backup vocals. And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at this one down here. 22.
That'll hit in 2d6 extra damage.
Oops. Oh, wait. There it is. 5 cold damage. and 8 radiant damage.
Phew, vaporized.
That's a damn good brew.
And at the end of your turn, you have to let out an intoxicating burp.
I will reluctantly do so because it's going to interrupt my vocals, but I will resume afterward.
And that's intoxicating burp. Whenever you drink one of his brews, you have to do that at the end of your turn. Sean?
You gotta make a
And
DC
clerics are
15.
fun.
You gotta make a DC 15 con.
No, he gets to do that into the face of a creature.
Oh, okay.
Near him, but there's no creatures near him.
I see.
Don's gonna run up here. Bonus action cast Insightful Maneuver. So I get to learn all of its vulnerabilities if it has any.
They are vulnerable to radiant damage.
Okay. And I'm going to give it a vulnerability to psychic damage, and I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on it.
Cool.
Ba-ba-da-da. So he fails, takes 6 damage, and has a -D4 on its next saving throw.
Sorry, the dogs got taken out of the order here. All right. That's on the knight. This one's at Sean.
Yep, that hits. Oh.
DC 12 strength saving throw or 9 damage. Or sorry, you can take 9 regardless, but strength saving throw not being on pro.
Oh boy. All right. Yay!
And this is on the druid. The druid.
I go, ow! Bad doggy.
And this one is on Kalantir. 21.
21 would hit. I will, as a reaction, cast Shield.
What about this dog over here?
Oh yeah, he's gonna bite the arm.
He's gonna try. He's gonna fail.
Your armor class is more than 20?
Yes, I have an AC of 21 right now because I have Shield of Faith,
Jesus.
and I took defense for a fighting style, and I'm using a shield.
Well, my shield put me at AC 25, so I win.
Sure.
All right. You hear the shrieking getting closer to you, by the way, the armor.
Okay.
And Kalantir.
As I continue blade dancing, my singing starts to get a little bit louder as I get lost more in the combat portion of it. I will take 2 slices of this bloodhound.
Whew. This is like the opposite of your dice rolls last time, guys.
9
No, we
damage.
started
Not
off
for me.
good last time,
And then it went bad.
and then it went bad.
Mine were just bad the entire time.
That's what you get for playing a spellcaster not named Nikolai.
The armor?
True.
Tell me something, Thomas. If I were to take a torch and pull that out.
So lighting a torch is a
No,
free...
no.
Okay.
If I were to take a torch, pull it out, flip it around, and start using my dagger to sharpen the end of it, would that be an action?
Yeah.
I will do that.
Cool. Oh my god, this guy misses both of his hits, and he yells out to everybody else, "Group up! We don't want to get separated when he gets here!"
I think I know why he's sharpening that torch.
And this cleric will hand one of his brews to Kalantir.
Clearly, he thinks Sean's a vampire.
Sean, well, we didn't want them to find out this early that Sean was a vampire.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Wow, terrible rolls on. These guys are rolling so bad. Algrex.
I will move down 5 feet and throw a thunderbolt at the one below us. I figured I'd miss, so I'm gonna move back up 5 feet. Move right here. And think to myself, you know, I'm only rolling bad now because if I survive and get higher level, then I'm gonna hit everything.
Cliff.
So I can live.
I will continue to sing Harmony and cast Eldritch Blast at the Bloodhound in front of Kelantir as soon as I find wherever my character sheet went. There it is. I will miss, and then
You had to say something, Thomas.
25. I
Yeah,
know.
my bad.
And that's it for me.
The dogs. One's gonna bite
What-
Kelantir.
What about Sean?
Oh, right, Sean. Damn it. Go, Sean.
Sean disengages, runs here, and then is going to bonus action dodge.
So it takes an action to dodge. You do-
Not
but
if
I
he
have
has
a-
quickening.
oh, he
I
has
have a
quickening.
class
Look at
ability.
that. You will take an opportunity attack.
I disengage
disengaged.
as my action.
Oh, wow. There's no holes in this plan. Good job.
Flawless victory.
Oh, turns out the dogs have Sentinel. Tough one.
Bite
Yeah.
on it. This first bite's Kelantir. The second one's the Druid.
16 misses.
This Druid's getting fucked up.
I'm trying to help it.
These two are at the knight. And this one's at the armor.
That will hit. Why do they always do 9 damage?
They probably should.
They're rolling. It's
Yeah,
just
they are rolling.
every time it's been 9. Well, that sucks. There goes half my hit points.
Kelantir.
Wait, I gotta make a strength save.
Oh yeah, you do. I'm assuming you do these. Nope.
I do, but I didn't.
Kelantir?
I'm gonna go ahead and use Shocking Grasp. Ooh, I missed.
You have the Bardic Inspiration, keep in mind.
Okay. Is that a
DC
D6?
13.
It's a D6.
15 hit.
Ooh. That'll do it.
Oh, for 1 lightning damage.
Big one. though.
Not just one, big one.
I will go ahead and move to here.
And out of the darkness, a female humanoid, glowing red eyes, horrible elongated fangs and claws runs out as a vampire spawn jumps onto the fighter.
What the?
I'm on the first attack. I'm gonna use unluck on that, so it makes it at disadvantage. So the 9 instead of the 18.
Cool.
What a strange range.
Yeah.
And he yells out, Tanteb, you better do some holy magic! And he's gonna take the dodge action.
Yeah, I would say so.
The armor?
I will stand up. I will move here. I will try to plant my newly fashioned stake into the vampire spawn.
Go for it. Make an attack roll just without proficiency, unless you're proficient in improvised weapons.
I am not. So that would just be strength.
Strength.
So I'll
yeah.
I'll just roll a strength save because I don't have proficiency in that. 9.
Ugh,
9.
not gonna do it.
9.
Well, that's it for me.
Tanteb's gonna boot and rally everybody.
Am I within 30 feet of him?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So Sean, the cleric, and the armor heal for 12.
Well, that was a big roll.
What?
By the way, do I still have 2 temporary hit points from the Cliff Bar that I ate?
He gets to make 2 every long rest, so whoever he gives those to.
Right, but once
Well,
I
if we-
eat it, how long do I keep it?
They last for 1
8
hour, I believe.
Oh,
8
is it
hours?
Well, the Cliff Bar themselves are good for 8 hours. I don't actually know how long the hit points are.
Anyway.
We'll say they last until you start a new long rest. Or finish a new long rest. So I'll say you still have them.
Okay, sure.
That makes sense to me.
Yep. Damn, drunk priest out here.
Blasting.
Just blasting Coors Light everywhere.
We're doing so much damage.
He's like Khuros of Mirror. He just needs a flaming sword.
And this guy will go ahead and wild shape.
Nice.
Surprised he didn't do that before.
Oh, he's a movie druid.
Movie druid.
Circle of movie. Circle of Hollywood. The Circle of
Circle
Hollywood.
of NPC.
Circle of Universal Pictures.
That's right.
Algrix.
I can see why that one survived.
Alright, my turn's over.
Jesus. Cliff.
I will move up here. I will Eldritch Blast this one.
Yep.
For big 3 cold.
Actually, it can't be poison. It's a ghost.
No. And then I will use Bardic Inspiration and drop it on to Sir Brutus, aka the armor.
The armor gets an inspiration. Cool.
Maybe
Sean.
that's why I didn't move it.
All right,
Yeah, I just used some
I'm going
inspiration
to
hit.
cast a Mind Sliver on the Vampiric Spawn. So, oh good. Be big whopping damage if he succeeds. He succeeds. So nothing happens. I don't really have anything to do with my bonus action, so I'll just stay right here.
Bite at the owlbear. This is going to be a bite at Cliff. Bite at the armor. Bite at the knight.
16 will hit, unfortunately.
That doesn't hit me. I don't know which one it is, but it doesn't hit me.
And a strength saving throw, please, Cliff.
Oh, I don't do those. Oh, apparently I do.
Kill Antir.
Okay, I'll step
Oh, that
back up
really
to
hurt.
here. I will attack.
Oh yeah, that dog's done.
That dog's done.
I'll pass the ale that I was given over to Cliff.
Oh, is this some of the good stuff again?
Yeah. He gave it to me, but I'm giving it back. I'm giving it to you.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
bye.
Well, it is
Bye, puppy.
disadvantage because he's dodging.
Yep. So
He took the
can't get
dodge.
through his armor. He's expertly defending, and he yells out, "He's watching us from somewhere!"
I will point directly to where he is.
Cool.
Where's the armor?
Where does he
pointing?
point?
North.
Where's it?
Ooh.
The knight will stop dodging and attack this dog.
There you go.
Kills that dog. The armor?
I'm gonna try to stake him again.
Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
No.
You have inspiration,
Oh, you're inspired.
so a d6 to add to it if you choose to.
Need a 3 or more. The vampire spawn is staked, and its body immediately locks up and it falls to the ground paralyzed. Tanteb's gonna cast a Cure Wounds on Cliff.
Oh, excellent.
Big cure wounds.
These guys are higher level than y'all.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Oh wow, terrible owlbear.
Well, I mean,
Algrix?
he rolled an 8 on the D8. I'm just saying. It's a good roll.
All right, this person is prone and paralyzed. Let's see if I can hit with advantage.
You would
Nope.
know.
Yeah.
12?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna sulk on back over this direction.
You should.
Cliff?
It's all right. You'll get him next time.
So if I Eldritch Blast the vampire spawn, would it be a disadvantage because they're prone, but advantage because they're paralyzed, so a straight roll?
Yep.
Okay. I was just curious. I'm actually gonna go after the dog. Bastard! That's it for me.
It's interesting to me that you guys rolled this encounter so early. But that's part of the fun of doing random encounters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sean. Can I
Alright,
actually
I'm,
make mine? They're not just off a table, so they're actually relevant.
Gonna mind sliver the dog. I didn't want to link that. I wanted to do this. Yep. So he takes 1 damage. That's right, guys. I'm doing all the heavy lifting.
1 big damage.
Big damage.
Dog still can't bite anything, and this dog bites the owlbear.
Is there still a dog alive down there?
Oh yeah.
Come on, owlbear.
He's failing. He can't hit anything. Kilantir.
I will run over here,
He's the me of that party.
and I will attack the vampire spawn twice. 9, I'm sure misses, but a 21.
Yep, that'll hit.
And it should be an auto crit. So it's going to be... Oh, 12. Nice.
Seems to do less damage than you would expect it to do.
So the full 6. Got it.
This guy's gonna try to kill off this dog.
Yeah, I think he does.
That'll do it. And he's gonna step between here in front of Clantier and says, "Here he comes!" Aaron, are you back?
I am back.
You're up.
I will pull out another torch and start sharpening it.
See if this owlbear can kill this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'll do it for sure.
Alrighty. Algrix, what would you like to do?
I just curl up into a ball, roll over here, shocking grab. Hey, I hit. So 10 lightning damage if they're still paralyzed.
If they're paralyzed, yeah. It's an automatic crit.
Yeah, it's a
For melee attacks.
What was that?
It's a melee spell attack.
Is that still doubled?
Should be.
It's melee.
Me.
Yeah, fuck it.
And that's too much.
And you guys watch as a stream of mist flies down and then appears on the path down here. And you see it forms into a humanoid figure wearing blood red armor covered in spines. The armor seems held together with scraps and hides of various beasts and human flesh. You see 2 long pointed ears, but its elvish nature is not apparent, as you can see this black and red mask upon its face. Very apparent to all of you from stories that you've heard and legends that this is a vampire.
Oh, I need to make a con save because you hit me and I was concentrating on a spell.
That's cool.
And I
Art.
failed. I lost it.
You even got the Spectre. So once again, did you find the art and then make the character around it?
So I knew that I wanted to have a hunter type vampire character. And then he was gonna originally be a hound master because I put that in like this pre. I remember, if you guys remember, I did like a preview little like blurb like 8 months ago or whatever that talked about a hunter eating a guy. That was like my little
Yeah,
flavor
I
text.
totally remember that.
Yeah, so he's been in the works for over a year for sure.
So once again, did you just find the art and you're like, "Yep, that works"?
Nope, I already had the character in mind, and then I found art, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's perfect."
Wow, that's because that art is perfect.
Really, it is. Fantastic.
Perfecto.
And Tuntib the cleric will yell out, "Well, we should probably try to run." Cliff.
I will blast him and then back up.
"20 lit."
For 3 cold damage.
It splashes onto his breastplate. He's immune to poison.
Excellent.
Sean?
Well, but cold damage though.
Yeah, the cold will definitely.
Sean is going to cast Magic Missile at him.
An oldie but a goodie.
Well, I don't think making a vampire do an intelligence saving throw is going to go well for me.
Probably not.
It's an older spell, sir,
Okay.
but it still checks out.
So 7 total damage.
Old magic.
Calantir.
Oh, also I back up a bit. Kind of group up with everybody else.
Is that spawn still wounded and just staked?
Yeah, it's completely paralyzed as long as it's staked.
I will come over here and use Firebolt. 25 to hit
25 will definitely hit.
for 1 fire damage.
1 big fire damage.
The armor.
We'll move over to here. I will drag the vampire spawn with me.
You'll be at half movement then.
That's fine. And I will brandish my battle axe that I acquired, and my great axe. My great axe, and attempt to decapitate.
18 will hit.
That damage.
Plus the crit.
Right. So I need to roll.
2d8 and 1d12.
Yeah. So that's 13 radiant and 9 slashing.
Still up.
He's not vulnerable to radiant?
Vampire spawns I don't think are vulnerable to radiant. Let me look. I think they're a high enough level undead that they're above that. Yep, they're not vulnerable to it.
Oh, lame.
Why'd you roll a d8 and a d6?
Should be a
Oh, right. I should have rolled a d12.
And the Divine Smite's 2d8. Not d6.
Oh, you're right.
So roll
Roll it
2
all
more
again.
roll
2d8. So plus 7. And 4. It's better. So let's see. That's
2 more, 6 more.
6 more damage. Yep. Why is he moving into the darkness?
He's going to attack the darkness.
He's gonna light a torch.
Oh, that my man.
My man. Whoops.
Oh,
My man.
that was my illusion spell down there.
I already put it so close to the other one. I'm kidding.
Dentib. Oh, that's me.
That is you.
That's bold.
He is held, but he will legendary resist.
Oh.
Damn. It's gone though.
That's your one.
I was about to say if he were held, I was gonna give it to my stake to someone fast and go run over there and stick him.
So was it an 11?
So
or
much XP.
So was the roll result an 11 or a 16?
An 11.
Okay, so he doesn't have advantage. Okay, that's okay.
Owlbear will dash to him.
We were supposed to be running.
Algrix? Well, I think they're trying to give you guys a little bit of time to run before they start, is the impression you get. They've all stepped in front of you, because you're much less experienced than them, of course.
Ah.
I mean,
In that case, I would come up to this.
Although if you did kill it, you guys would get...
sheer poundage of meat would indicate that we might actually have a shot here. But,
You guys do have a lot of...
16 hit
16 is his armor class.
No, on the spawn.
on
right?
the spawn.
Well, now you know the vampire's armor class. Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so
So 14 damage.
yeah. Then I'll run up here.
Ah. Okay.
Misses the owlbear.
Wow.
Watch, we're gonna see that attack. He only gets one attack, but it does like 40 damage, and we're all gonna go, oh shit, and run away.
Cliff, you're up now.
Shit. Fine. I will quaff the ale that I was given by Callantir. And then I will Eldritch Blast Abel the Hunter. 22
Yep. Plus 2d6 radiant.
for 5 cold damage
And that cuts out his regeneration for next round, because he's taking radiant damage.
and 9 radiant damage. And then I will... Oh. I guess I will end my turn.
Little legendary action to bite. 13 hits.
Oh man, literally one of those attacks could drop setting most of
That is my HP.
And he bites the owlbear's neck. You hear it call out in pain. And he immediately begins to heal from the blood sucking.
Hmm.
John?
Sean is going to. Let's see. Sean would really like to be within 30 feet, but Sean can't get there without dashing, so. Sean's gonna go here. And then I'm gonna try and bonk the vampire spot with my quarterstaff. And I will do it two-handed. Because why not? Does an 18 hit?
Yep.
Alright.
It auto crits.
What does that mean? 2
That
damage?
means, well, you could, yeah, it would be 2 damage, or you could roll a d8 again instead. But I mean, we should probably do one or the other consistently. Not
Yeah,
which.
I agree. You guys have already been just doing double, so I'll do 2 damage!
Okay.
Which probably is reduced back down to 1 damage.
I'm down with doubling. I think it makes less rolling and less time on each person's turn. I'm down with it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Clancy?
All right. So how much information do I know about vampires?
Vampires are pretty famous. Make a nature check with. I'll give you a +5 to whatever your normal bonus is.
21.
21.
So in Khuros, there is several types of vampires, ranging from lesser types to greater types. The lesser ones tend to be run-of-the-mill vampires. They're weak to sunlight, being staked in the heart, and running water.
Would I know if this is the flavor of vampire that when defeated would return to a coffin and not really be defeated?
That's general amongst all vampire types.
Okay, well then I will, upon recalling that knowledge as I see these hits kind of glance off him and barely do anything, I'll turn to my party and say, fighting vampires out in the open is a zero-sum game. We should all run. And I will begin running away. I will throw a firebolt over my shoulder at him, just in case people want to stick around, but yeah, I'll miss, and I'll just keep running.
If you idiots want to stick around, do whatever you want. There, I'm gone.
And I am running.
Understood. All right, the armor.
I'm gonna drag this vampire spawn 15 feet this way, and then I'm gonna hit it again with the axe. That's a 10 hit.
Nope.
Oh, that feels bad. How embarrassing. That's it.
I like how they tell us to run and then are going immediately to go fight it.
I said.
Oh, he's held.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, still,
Oh, he rolled so bad.
If we
He's
defeat
got
him.
He has a +7.
Oh my god.
He won't be held for long.
No, he won't.
Even just for one entire round. These are all crits.
$80, so that's 30 damage to him.
Well,
Algrex?
the dice would be double, so 25.
You're right. It wouldn't even be double. It was 15. I don't know why I did. In my head, it was a crit for some reason.
I'll come up here and
Oh, it's an auto crit, so
Yeah, it is an auto crit, but
so
only the
that'd be
dice
10.
would be double.
So 25.
25.
I'm gonna hopefully hit him with Witch Bolt. 16?
16 will do it.
Woo. 9 lightning damage. And I'm gonna use a
whoops.
bonus action to use 2 sorcery points.
Oh,
for
shit,
myself
he's
to
almost
critical
dead.
Spell slot.
No, that was wrong. Man, if you guys manage to kill this guy, you're gonna get a lot of XP and some fucking stupid good loot. If you guys win the encounter that you're supposed to retreat from, I mean, that's fair.
Well, when you talk like that,
Sean's too old to run.
All
Oh,
right,
there
well,
it goes.
I'm
he's no
gonna
longer
use
held.
unluck on that to make it at disadvantage.
Is there a save against that?
Nope. He just gets disadvantage.
that
Jesus.
spell is ridiculous.
That's my last spell slot though, so I can't do it anymore.
That's huge.
Except for he's held again, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's held.
Yeah, he's still held for another round.
This time we truly get a full round.
Well, he's gonna start working on that.
Can he do that? He's paralyzed.
It's just at will. Anytime he's in his area, which is Brightwood Forest.
I mean, but he's paralyzed.
It's fine. They won't be here for 3 turns.
Is that an action or reaction?
It's a legendary action.
Because he can't take actions or reactions if he's
It is an
paralyzed.
at-will ability.
At will legendary action. Okay.
Cliff? Cliff?
I will Eldritch Blast him.
Nope.
Misses, and then I will use a bonus action to give Gaimar, is that his name?
Yep.
Gimar inspiration.
Oh, perfect. I have a plan for Gimar.
John?
Sean's gonna run forward 30 feet because I want in on this action. And I'm also going to cast Witch Bolt
Oh my god.
You fools.
with my final spell slot. So let's see if I can hit him. Nope.
No.
Sean runs up, misses horribly, goes, well, see you later, guys. I'm out.
Wait, why
And
was it?
turns to start running, but doesn't have any more stuff. You know what? I'm gonna bonus action dodge with cooking, just to make sure I don't die.
I was going before Guillermo before. Why am I not now? That's weird.
Where are you?
Yeah?
He must have gotten changed. I think he rolled like a 20. I don't know. Why does his initiative get changed? Let me scroll.
His initiative has been 2. It's just mine was ahead of his and now it's not.
Sometimes when you reorder it, all the stuff that's tied can get.
I'll just make you 2.1.
Okay, cool. Was there someone before me? Oh,
Helen
Jay
here.
is. Yeah, Jay's before me.
Okay,
Whose turn was it? Who just went? Hang on.
Dawn
Sean
just
just
went.
went. It's
John
Jay's
just
turn.
went. Jay's turn.
Okay, so I'll see that everyone is staying in, so I'll start coming back, but I will still just throw Firebolt. 18 to hit. 3 fire damage.
And I don't. Has he taken any radiant so far? I don't think so.
Not this turn. I don't think.
The armor.
I am going to drop the vampire spawn. I'm going to move 30 feet. And I'm going to throw the stake that I had made to Guillermo.
Ooh, nice.
Alrighty. Let me see if he can catch it here. Let's make it a low DC. Make it a DC 8 athletics check. And he has a +5, so
Odds are good.
catches it.
Does it happen dramatically and in slow motion though?
I
Yes.
hope he rolls something like that for an attack with it. Jesus.
Visually, I'm picturing you throwing it towards him, and he kind of jumps at it and almost in an alley-oop fashion goes to jam it into the vampire.
Oh, see, I imagine the opposite. I imagine like he catches it with his left hand and fumbles it, tries to catch it in his right hand, fumbles it, and then finally manages to grab it.
With the toe of his boot.
Of course, in slow motion.
Yeah. Makes sense. Catching a spiked steak with the toe of your boot would not feel good. Ah!
It's gonna be a strength check. He needs a 15 here. He has advantage. Boom! Abel is staked. Fuck. And there's literally nothing he can do.
So do we all just like surround and turn him
And
into shish kebab?
just begin hacking him to death.
Hey guys, what happens if we take it back out?
Unless anything would like to do anything different here, we will just kill Abel the vampire. It's 2nd level.
Yeah.
I mean,
sure.
I'm kill the vampire spawn too.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, and as he dies, let's take a quick 5er here so that I can get all your loot prepared.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
You know what
big
they
bad-
say? Fortune favors the old.
Usually, yes, because they are the ones that have most of the fortune. You're right.
BBEG is dead. Campaign over. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Level 2.
He was the final boss.
He's more of a mini boss. He's a random encounter mini boss.
It's okay. Like I said, we all know vampires teleport back to their
Yes.
coffin and all that, but I guess they leave all their stuff behind. I didn't think about that.
I'm
I mean,
gonna
we
ask.
can we just, instead of killing him, just shove him in the bag? Staked.
That's pretty great. It's a
He's
great
the
idea.
offering to the bag man.
Here,
We've got
here
2
is your first
offerings.
gift. Here, have this vampire. I'll be right back.
Same.
I wanted to keep it under wraps a little bit longer what I was, but oh well.
You're a bloodhound.
That's me.
I'm back.
We now have a vampire who's very angry and is going to hunt us down at every opportunity.
Or it'll
Just
take
stuff
him.
back.
It'll
Beat
take
him
him
up.
a while to reform.
Well, with Jay's super great check, you'd know that the less powerful a vampire is, the longer that it takes to reform.
I'm
So
gonna ask.
lesser vampires take a long time.
I'm gonna ask the armor how he knew vampires were coming.
I think he might be omniscient.
I don't think so.
I love Sean's just batshit crazy takes.
I'm back.
He's a god.
I've
There's a
met a god.
perfectly
He's not a
logical
god.
explanation. He's a god.
I've met a god. He's no god.
I will point towards my eyes and then point towards the sky.
April? Is that this guy that you're talking about?
I think he has an eye in the sky.
I think it's something to do with his paladin stuff, so that he can sense it. Maybe.
I am gonna need a second to get this stuff ready because I didn't have it in a givable handout form.
Do you know he's a paladin?
I saw you smite.
Yeah, but do you know that paladins do that? You're from another world.
I think I would.
Okay. Well, what you would have seen is you would have seen the great axe like burst into flames as I swung it at her. As I swung it at the vampire spawn.
I am older than all of you guys combined, so I think I know a few things.
Are you?
Well, I'm pretty old.
Probably. Are any of you over 700 years old?
I feel like it.
Time doesn't
No
work in the Astral Sea.
No comment.
True, you could be.
I mean, he's clearly a god. He must be older.
I've met a god. He's no god. Probably.
Probably.
I don't know. If you're a geriatric gnome, you're probably near 400.
How ironic that we're actually all old people. Just I'm the oldest of us all.
I mean, Callantir's an elf, so no matter what age she is, she's older than she looks.
So Cliff's a young one.
I mean, I'm a gnome. I'm in the same boat, just not as much older.
So none of us are young.
I think the old senile Sean is the youngest person in this party.
Cliff is 97 years old.
Yep. Sean's 83.
Age is relative.
Yeah, Sean is not 83. No, wait, is Sean a human?
Sean is a human.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Sorry, guys. I had all this shit ready.
That's okay.
I think we might have our tax now.
Take your time.
If we want to use any of this stuff.
Just keep piling it on there, you know? It's fine.
Alright, I better open the party loot.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling there's gonna be some stuff added.
Get it right.
Prepare yourself.
We are also going to have to share these with the other guys.
Absolutely. They definitely did the heavy lifting here.
I helped.
I mean, to be fair, that unlucky right at the end to change the disadvantage was just broke it open.
I think the MVPs are Marcus and the Stake.
And the cleric for hold person in first place.
Yeah.
Also, the owlbear for not, letting us get hit.
Wait a minute.
Sure.
Although he had really low AC, so he didn't take much hits to begin
Does the
with.
vampire count as a person?
I
Humanoid?
think it's humanoids, right?
Oh, you're right. That wouldn't have worked on him. You need a hold monster. Oh
He's a
well.
lesser vampire. He's a humanoid. That's what I've decided.
Okay.
Humanoids are more about shape than essence.
He was a Dhampir. That's the deal. He was a Dhampir.
He was identifying differently today.
He gives bad names to Dampiers everywhere. Max is better than him.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's the stake that did him in, but still. All of that could have worked without the...
Hypothetically, well, if Guillemar gets the stake and makes the same attack, it's the result is the same. Because he rolled an 18.
Would he have been able to legendary resist the stake?
There is no roll. You can't legendary resist something where there's no roll. Got some intense battle music going on for loot distribution.
I'm focused. I haven't had a chance to change it.
Oh, those two spectral bloodhounds are still coming. That's why they're still music. I'm sure they wouldn't win.
If his dogs come and see him staked on the ground and us all just surrounded him, kicking the shit out of him, would they just fuck off?
I imagine them come up, they stop, we're all just kicking, and then we just stop and then stare at the dogs, and then they run.
Sure, yeah, makes sense to me.
It's like how you see in a lot of those horror movies. Run up horror zombie movies or whatever. Run up, they're eating something, and all of a sudden they just stop and look at you.
All right. Well, first off, we have here.
Dibs.
Oh shit!
Just a classic level 2 item.
Oh,
That
looks
armor.
like it's Sean's size.
I don't see any of us wearing that one. I mean, I could be wrong, I suppose.
I mean, realistically, the armor doesn't have a soul to corrupt, therefore.
Ooh, we're rich.
So you don't know that.
All right, I'm changing music. It's too much.
Yeah, it's time.
Oh.
So I have a question for you, Thomas.
Mhm.
With this armor, if someone were to cast Remove Curse on it, then what?
Who knows?
Well, we've got that.
I would say if you were to remove curse on it before putting it on, then there would be no curse. But once it's
Right.
on, the only way to remove it is.
Would Blood Fury go away if there was no curse?
Seems
Or no?
likely.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
In addition, he has 2 more items, which I'm still working on here.
I was
But he
gonna say.
has a ring of protection.
Oh, sure. I should do.
Come on, rip out the archer badge.
You guys have a bloodbath fighting over the robes of the Archmagi? Or robes of the Magi? I don't remember what it is.
Robes of the Archmagi.
I win because I don't have blood. To be fair, I really need the plus to attack.
Oh, yeah.
Paling longsword.
What's the rarity on that?
That'd be uncommon. And then all of his non-magical loots are in the chat.
Oh, we made some money.
Yeah, we
did.
not po no mo.
Well, the other party members, as you guys finally hack
Sure.
this vampire to death, its body turns to mist, screaming off into the distance. The other party members would begin chuckling and patting each other on the back. Tanteb just starts pouring out, "Well, for everybody, we killed him, goddamn vampire."
I'm gonna move over to Tanteb and hold the armor up towards him and make like a breaking gesture with my hands. See if he understands.
I mean, destroy the armor. You want me to destroy the armor?
I'm gonna shake my head no.
He takes a look at it for a few minutes. Oh, this is one of them cursed doohickeys.
I will nod.
Yeah, I could remove that curse if I had time to sleep.
I will nod again.
That was our first watch when that happened.
It's true. Well, Aaron's already got 2 fucking stupid magic items. Who's taking the ring of protection?
Well,
I will actually offer the sword to the other fighter.
He would take it.
Probably Cliff or Killantier that takes the ring of protection.
I do tend to be in melee, so it would be good for me.
God, imagine how high I could make my AC with that too.
I know. I was about to say, one of our 2 frontliners, either me or the armor.
You should get it because I just got +1 plate. Like, I'm going from chainmail to +1 plate. My AC is gonna be real high.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll gladly take it.
And they would ask to split the money with you, 50-50.
That's fair.
I don't know, there's more of us than them. I turn my inner Gallywix and cast Thunderwave and run away.
It's still fair. They did half the work easily.
Yeah.
And besides, half of that treasure trove is still massive treasure for level 2.
Oh god, yeah.
And without saying anything, the druid would wild shape back to normal and scoop up the healing potion for themselves. And just put it in their bag.
I'm not gonna fight him over it.
So you guys get 300 gold, 850 silver, 110 copper, however we divide that up. We can do the math on it later. Would we like to complete our long rest?
We would.
Yes.
You guys have a celebration dinner fit for the ages, of course, drinking and celebrating. And you guys are definitely going to level 3 here.
Woo!
Oh, right now?
Yeah, you guys killed a vampire.
Alright, cool.
And I have to poop really bad, so I'll be back.
Okay, hey, when the guy wakes up, do I get my armor uncursed?
Yep, it's uncursed and the Blood Fury ability's gone.
Blood Fury and the curse itself, like both of those?
Yes.
Okay, so it still does the death transference and in shadow?
Yep.
Cool. See, what was the watch breakdown?
Yeah.
Did he have it? I know it was me and someone else first watch.
I'm trying to remember who I was on last watch with.
Do we reroll 1s and 2s or just 1s?
1s and 2s.
Okay. Here comes the 1!
Oh, no, I don't remember. We have to check the thing.
Hey! Good enough.
Hang on, we gotta check the house rules button.
It's always been
Okay,
one
well, I
and
rolled for the
twos.
same thing anyway,
The
so...
house rules just says 1.
Okay.
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 Only roll once. All
Well,
right. I'm gonna put
he rolled a
keeps to
2
bed.
again, so it's fine.
I
Everybody
would have
else.
happily
I gotta go.
changed
I
you
gotta
back
get.
anyway. Oh, I have so many hit points.
Mage armor puts my base AC at 17 without doing anything else.
Fine.
The being a blade song puts it at 21. That's crazy.
All right.
Okay. And boy, being level 3, spells aplenty. Oh god, I gotta pick my spells.
Oh. Yeah.
On the average, again. It's too many. It's too many spells.
Now I have to sort through a whole new list of spells.
Yeah.
Just like that. Level
I know
2
how you
spells
feel.
are here.
Go along with theme. Mind Spike might not be too bad.
Oh my god, there's so many spells!
There's so many
There's
spells.
so many spells!
I'm confused. Did we all have that realization in a row and not learn from each other? Yeah, we really need to find some spell books. And we need to make sure we're not taking the same spells, because theoretically, with all this coin that we got, we could share each other's spell books and share notes if we really wanted to.
Man, that was awesome for me. I love this. I love D&D because of shit like when shit just goes totally sideways in a way you never would have expected.
Yeah.
You're saying you didn't expect us
Never
to kill
in a
vampire
million years would I have
at
thought that's how that
2
went down.
Come on, level 2, God.
It's so funny. I love it.
I'm glad I used Divine Sense.
Yeah. Yeah. No, when you did that, I was like, he's gonna be like, oh.
Did I do what you expected me to do? As soon as I saw it,
I thought you were just gonna be like, we gotta go.
I can't speak.
I thought you were just gonna start running without a word. Click, 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 click. Where are you going?
There's so many spells, Thomas.
See, the way that I'm dealing with that is I am only taking spells from the old lists.
Oh, there you go.
That's valid. More choices doesn't have to mean more stress. You can stick with what's comfortable.
I'm gonna go with that spell. That seems like that would be useful here.
God, what's your armor class now, Aaron?
I haven't put the armor on yet.
Oh, okay. He's gonna be trying to get that back.
Don't see why.
22. If I shield of faith, it becomes 24.
Jesus.
I can still top it.
What have I done?
When do I get the Celestium shield, huh?
Not allowed.
Hmm.
Not allowed more AC than Rogar.
Never again.
Never again.
Like,
No.
please, God, no.
No.
Next time it's gonna be a Celestium dagger for sure.
I'll make a rogue. Good to know.
You get it at 19th level and then multi-class into rogue at 20.
Let me, where's that armor? I'm gonna copy that into my, Where's our magic items? There it is.
It's its own big folder.
Blood armor of sacrifice. Does the armor, when we uncurse it, does its appearance change at all?
Not necessarily. It's just all the little like tendril tentacles on the inside would fall off.
Okay. I'm just gonna copy this into my character sheet so that I have it on hand easily.
Yeah, when it's a magic item that has a big effect like that, I just put it in there like any other class feature.
Exactly.
Because then you can just pop it into the chat whenever you need to reference it.
Absolutely. You and I do the same thing for the same reason.
Big minds. Think big.
Alright, well, I'm ready when you guys are.
Yep, I'm good.
Cool. That was very interesting to me. Basically, the way I have this set up is in different areas, I have different random encounter tables. And so you guys just happen to roll, you know, in Brightbold Forest, he's the highest roll mini boss. And that's what you guys just happen to get. He's the little wandering mini boss of this area.
Nice.
On the road, I'll
Really
now
bad.
be I'll be writing "The Fall of Abel," my new song.
Oof, it's a good title. And the party would greet you all and basically, you know, tell you that, hey, you guys we're allies for life now. If you guys ever need anything, you find us. And,
I teach him a secret handshake that I had just invented right then.
What are you guys called?
Oh, we don't. We'd probably be looking for a new name now that we've lost some of our party.
3/5.
3/5. I like it. They're going with that. I like it. Even if your character couldn't say it, that's just what they came up with. It's so good. It's too good.
Maybe we should start calling ourselves the 5 Pieces of 8.
It's all number puns.
So, would I have any idea how long it would take that vampire to remanifest?
Make a nature check with advantage.
Would I know that with the 21 that I previously rolled?
Yeah, that's pretty good. It depends. So with a greater vampire, it's usually within 10 days. With a lesser vampire, it can be closer to 50 to 100 days.
Okay. And
Do we
this
know-
was a lesser vampire.
Most definitely, he is the lesser. He is the lowest level of vampire there is.
That was the highest level vampire ever. We
He's
took him down.
he's a vampire runt.
Not in the
Very big
song.
boss
He's not.
vampire.
Not the song.
Oh, you mean Vampire King Abel from the song Vampire King Abel?
From the song Fall of Abel, yeah. The legendary vampire king, yeah.
No, the ancient vampire king.
The legendary ancient vampire king, that's right.
The legendary, the Trask Vampire King.
That's right.
Yeah. The purple worm riding.
It was crazy that he turned into a dragon right before he died.
I
No.
know.
I didn't realize that Volo was telling this story.
Thank you. Good pull.
You should see what some of my abilities are when I start using them. There's so many of them that are like, you can make just the most absolutely ridiculous lie like seem totally plausible and believable. And it's going to be fun getting to break that out from time to time. Oh yeah, your crazy Baron guy absolutely came in and asked us to fix your dungeon. That's
He wanted
totally a
us to,
thing.
He wants us to count all the gold in his vault.
It's totally what happened. Absolutely true.
He wanted us to fix your dungeon? You have one of those?
He wanted you to give us a list of his weaknesses. Onwards, then, yeah. They continue onwards, and they say that they're gonna keep on their journey. But they tell you that they'll probably be looking for a way back to the material plane since they've had enough adventure here.
I asked them how they got here in the first place.
They said that their friend of theirs inherited a powerful scroll of planar teleporting, and they all decided that the best way to get adventuring experiences in somewhere more dangerous, like here.
So you came
a
here
choice.
willingly. That is a choice.
Yeah, they came here purely for thrill seeking.
The translation, the DM had them created in case we ran into that fucker early.
No. And they say that they're probably going to go to the Scryer's Bluff to try to find a way out of here, and then wish you on your way.
He's a nice guy.
Really vague though.
Yeah. I asked him a question. He just said, "It'll happen in the future," basically.
Yep. Well, hopefully he can point us in the right direction of a way out of here, and then they'd take off and shake your hands and all that good stuff.
So tell me, Thomas, am I going to find any armor better than this in this campaign?
It's possible.
Is it? It's actually possible. Wow.
Who knows?
Do we want to split up the money?
I already did. Oh, you posted that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
posted it. Didn't know if you guys thought or wanted to actually do that or keep it in the loop.
No, I'll take it.
Yeah, I went ahead and did it.
Cool. Everybody, go ahead and add 64 gold, 268 silver, and 238 copper.
And make sure we delete it from the item
I'm doing that
inventory.
right now.
Sweet.
Are we just going to continue onward to Drayton?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But by the way, the at the end of that, when everyone was saying goodbye and stuff, Armor would have kind of gone off on his own, trying to obscure from sight to change into the new armor. I don't know if anyone would try to follow and snoop, but that's what he would have done.
I probably would have. Not really trying to sneak, but would have just followed.
If I knew you were following, I would have just turned and stared at you before I started changing armor.
Do you need help changing that armor?
I'll shake my head no.
I assume since you're just standing there and staring at me, you probably want me to leave because you didn't want to see what's underneath that armor.
I will nod yes.
Can I say anyways?
I will shake my head no.
Come on. No. Oh. Persuasion roll. No. I'll leave.
It's a DC 100.
would like to scry on the armor while he's changing his armor. No.
I will use my new armor to cast non-detection on myself.
A few minutes later, the stranger walks out of the woods. Stefan,
Yeah.
have you seen our friend?
Kill him.
Have you seen our friend the armor?
But yeah, I'll a few minutes later I'll walk out of the woods wearing the new armor.
Once I see you do that, I'm gonna walk into the woods.
What have you done with the old armor?
In a few minutes, if no one
Point my
follows,
thumb back over my shoulder because it was trash armor. It wasn't even worth selling. It's like really old armor. Actually, I think people should be allowed to make history checks at like disadvantage to see if they can recognize how old the armor is, if they want to.
19.
Oh shit. Well, but would you have any idea? You're from another world.
I mean, I can tell rust and decay.
19 for Jay though. There you go.
Yes. I clicked persuasion. What the hell?
Why at
Sean thinks it's brand new.
disadvantage?
That's not what I clicked. Is it?
Oh, yeah. Sean thinks it's brand new armor.
Oh no.
Why at
This is a
disadvantage?
nice
I
set.
got a 22.
But it would have been disadvantage. You got a 19
Why though?
because it's that damn old.
Oh.
It's so old that it's indistinguishable. It's hard to tell how old because it's so old. Like, how old is the skeleton? I don't know. It's a skeleton. Old enough to be a skeleton.
I think 19's high enough for Jay to know though, or at least have an idea, a ballpark.
Oh god.
So what would
About how old?
I'm
Thomas is
pulling up my notes.
Thomas is looking at his notes.
Yeah, while he's doing that, after the armor comes back, I'm gonna walk out into the forest. And a few minutes later, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be orange.
Nice.
22 is really good. I'll say you're looking at about 2,000 years. Ish.
Why would he put on 2,000-year-old armor? Makes no sense.
Well, I would ask him about it, but I haven't yet figured out how to phrase it in a yes or no question.
Who's going to be guiding for our next day of travel?
I suppose I'll do that.
Making some more clip bars?
Oh, always. Goes without saying. It's because I sing and write music while I cook, so.
I will
I'm
assist
multitasking.
you.
I'm making Cliff Bars while also writing the Fall of Abel.
And guiding us. I will assist you in guiding. Oh, you don't need it.
No assistance necessary.
The greatest, most delicious Cliff Bars the world has ever seen.
But that was
That-
for guiding us.
That was for guiding.
okay.
me. I
Oh
already
my
have.
gosh.
I already have the set recipe for the Cliff Bars.
You're so guided. Roll a d10, Brian.
so unbelievably guided.
You guys get an extra 0.6 days of travel done because of the expert guiding taking the shortest routes.
Spicy.
Nice. See,
Quite a bit.
what I thought was that the D10 roll was for the random encounter table. He's like, well, have you guys already
We gotta
killed a
ramp it up.
vampire? Now we got to put more in here. Now it's a D10.
No,
Now the
if
bosses
you
are here.
get a 20 on survival, you get up to an extra day of travel time. You can double your travel speed
Ooh, nice.
for that day. Who wants to roll the d8?
I
I'd
will.
like to roll a d8. Oh, you can.
Oh, no, you go for it. You said it first.
All right.
8, 8, 8, 8.
Another 8. Come on.
He comes back naked. Like, that's my armor!
He comes back naked and pissed.
Nothing.
Sean is disappointed. He wanted more vampire loot.
Just farm him. You're just killing him over and over outside his lair.
guys, I found his spawn point.
We get to
Why
level
won't you
14.
just kill me?
Get to
Spawn
level
camping him?
14
Because you're
and
good XP.
Let me die.
What were you saying, Marcus?
say we get to level 14 and they're like, we've killed him 5 times now. We haven't leveled up. Should we just go in and kill him right now already?
All right, we're level 14. Time to go to the starting town.
What do you mean you're offering me 5 gold for this quest? Don't you know who I am?
We all get the Vampire Slayer titles.
Do you know how many vampires we're gonna have to kill to get to that level?
I won't make you guys roll for watches since I've already told you there's no encounter, and we don't. It's going to be a bit tedious if we do it constantly.
Agreed.
And we're on a path we've already been on before.
Good call, Thomas.
It's the only kind of call I make.
That's what they say about me and my job. It's all good calls.
All right, next day. Who's navigating?
I'll do it. I'll guide myself. 20.
That's pretty good. Over your next day of travel, you guys arrive at a small farming village. It's made up of, you'd guess, probably less than 200 people. There's a couple farmhouses, some mills. It looks like there's a fisherman's dock, maybe a general store or two. The people appear very friendly as they welcome you all in, even Algorex with his strange appearance. The villagers kind of walk over. Some of them introduce themselves. A couple of the kids run over and just look at Algorex, just kind of make jokes.
There's nothing strange about an orange ooze humanoid-like person.
Nothing strange. But it seems like a very nice, small farming town.
Would I be able to find studded leather here?
Roll a d4 on anything except for a 1. I'll say you find studded leather here. Yeah, you can find some studded leather.
Excellent. I'm gonna buy some.
Don't forget the modified cost because of armor weapon changes.
Oh, right. Thank you. Let me check that.
Oh, usually I have it in here. Hang on. I'll bring it into this game.
And are we going off of the one magic items list for prices?
Generally, but you're not gonna find. I'll tell you right now, you're not gonna find any magic items here in this
No,
farming
all of
town.
the
No,
magic items are going to be in Brightfold, where we're crying ring 1 just to get into the place.
Why'd you delete that, Aaron?
Because it wasn't properly linked.
Oh.
This one might work better.
Where is the revised?
I'm pulling it
Oh,
up.
okay. Want to make sure I didn't miss it. I mean, I actually was intentionally trying not to hold things up and just ask quickly, and then got sidetracked.
I posted a GIF regarding Abel.
That's
I thought
not
I
what
had it
happened.
in the game.
That's not what happens in the song.
You mean we didn't cane Abel to death?
I love that movie.
No, I have some. I thought I had already added it to the game, but I didn't, and now I'm kicking myself over it.
Literally?
There it is. I'll add this to the game before the next session, so I don't have to do this shit again. Studded leather. 45 gold.
You want to hear something funny?
Hmm.
That's the same price that it normally is.
Is it really?
It is.
It's hilarious.
I can tell how hard Thomas is laughing.
After all that.
That's awesome.
Sounded like Christian Bale in American Psycho. Nice.
Well, what would you guys like to do? There's a blacksmith, there's an inn, there's some kind of like small church local to the village, but there's really not a lot going on here. It's just this small community, seemingly in this one safe pocket of a terrible, horrible place.
I would like
People
to
fish and hunt.
see who the church is to.
Sure.
I will also go see who the church is to.
Yeah, why not? I'll go too.
I guess I won't even make you make a religion check.
John has Tobo. He goes too.
It's like a small church, and it's built into the side of this like apothecary / like healing center. And the church is dedicated to Serwyn, the Unicorn Queen. Inside there's this like what would be a very nice statue, although clearly it's been decrepit with age and kind of just basically duct taped together.
I need to look up that deity and see what I think of her.
Oh, I'll post it. There you go. You should be able to see that. Did that pop up for you?
Yeah.
Was it just a shrine or is it an actual temple?
It's like a church that looks like it's been co-opted into like a makeshift medical doctor's office / church. But it's like a small town church.
I will go in and say some quiet prayers to myself to the idol, and I will throw a couple gold pieces in the plate, and I will do the unicorn goddess version of crossing myself, and then go wherever we're gonna go.
I will stay respectfully outside, but can I see what Cliff is doing?
I guess that's up to how sneaky Cliff's trying to be.
Oh, I'm not sneaky at all. I went in and I said a prayer.
I just wanted to see if I could see like through the door or whatever.
Threw some gold coins in there, and
Yeah, you'd see that.
I would like to know if the gestures are correct or not.
Cliff, make a religion check. It looks like probably something he's seen somewhere else that he's kind of imitating.
I will pocket that knowledge.
all right. Well, to the local watering hole, of which there's probably only one.
There's definitely only one.
That's where we'll go.
Cool. You guys make your way to the small inn called the It'll Do.
What kind of reactions am I getting as I'm walking around town?
Nothing too crazy. You get that they're used to some colorful characters coming through here, although Algrex is still standing out. People are like all staring at him, but not like in a hostile way. People are just like, what the fuck?
Okay,
So I'm taking some of the attention away from you.
I'm fine with that.
You make your way into the It'll Do, and you see Stoth is there. He's kind of cutting up a deer on one of the tables, getting blood everywhere. It looks like he's just sold a deer to this bartender, and his dire wolf is kind of curled up into the corner.
I will greet him.
Hail, friends. Took you longer to get here than I would have expected. How was Bradfold?
We got sidetracked actually and went to Ill River.
Oh, yeah, it's not a bad town. Water's a bit dirty. I'd be careful traveling too much back and forth. There's a powerful entity in the forest that appears occasionally.
I'll knock on my armor.
Ah, you mean Abel?
He just stunned, doesn't even know how to react.
Oh yeah, we killed him last night. It was quick. There's no problem.
It was pretty rude.
It was no problem.
And it was just the 5 of us. We didn't need any help at all.
Bartender, I'm gonna need the most expensive ale you have for these gentlemen.
Oh, by the way, Thomas, I would want to have, assuming they were still intact, kept the steaks that I got.
They were both used, so I'll say they're not intact. But you can make
Okay. No worries.
I would give you a couple of my torches if you wanted to make some steaks out of them.
I'll shake my head now and just point towards like a tree.
Is anybody keeping track of how many torches they've used?
I have used 2.
I've realized
Why
it's
would
not
any of
a.
us do that?
I've realized it's not a currency that we've ever used before.
used it.
I haven't used any, but I have kept track of the one candle I used.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've used 2 torches.
Everyone should start with 10, I believe, and then you could have gotten another 10 from the spider's nest when she gave you all explorers packs.
And I did. I had 20 torches. Now I have 18.
Sweet. That's all. Well, Stoth would just be completely blown away by you guys and just sit there asking for every detail all night, as much as you'll tell him, just making you tell the story.
Oh,
over
I
and
will
over again.
tell him all kinds of things that happened.
He believes all of it. He's so impressed by you guys. He thinks
Some
you're
of
so
it, some of it's true, some of it's not. I credit things that the other adventuring party did to someone in our own party in the retelling.
Do you do that for the armor?
Well, I just randomly assign,
Anytime
I-
you assign anything into the armor, he would shake his head no.
I'll just say he's being modest. Don't listen to him.
I would shake my head no again.
He's shaking his head saying it was nothing. It was nothing.
I will slam the fist on the table so hard it breaks the table.
That's how hard he hit him. That's how hard he hit him.
Bartender,
Stand up.
bartender yells out, "You have to pay for that!"
I'll throw him a gold coin and then stand up and walk out.
Don't mind Sir Brutus. He just wants another vampire to kill.
Well, to Sir Brutus then.
I'll go up and follow the armor so he's not walking alone.
He would
Not-
say, "Oh God."
I'm not going to say anything to the armor unless he turns around and just starts staring at me.
He'd say,
He's just gonna go stand outside. That's all. Kind of on the. I'm guessing there's kind of a porch type thing. He's just gonna go stand out there.
I'll just stand next to you then.
I would probably turn and look at you, and then just kind of go back to looking straight ahead.
He says, Soth would say to you, Brian,
It's great luck we found each other alive. I've been looking for some help with a task I've been trying to undertake, and I'd happily split the reward with a couple of powerful heroes like yourselves.
Well, our calendar did open up. What are you looking to do?
Well, how much can I trust you? I don't know. He's clearly done a lot of powerful things, but if I'm doing something that's maybe less than cool, what are your ethics like, morality wise? So what if I'm doing a thing that's not cool?
Probably a good thing the armor stopped there.
That's a very open-ended question. I suppose that would depend on what you were doing and who you were doing it to.
Well, I've got a contract, I'll say, for 800 gold pieces from the Baron. He wants me to head down south to the docks and steal some kind of rod piece doohickey, some kind of, I don't know. He said it's a rod from a pirate down there.
It's one of the pieces from that poem, I think.
It is, yes, it is. That's interesting. So he gave you a lead as to where that rod was then?
Yeah, he just told me that they have it and he wants it. But also, it's very important that they don't know he's involved, which is why the price is so high.
Well, I'd have to discuss it with my associates, but
Of course.
we might be interested in something like that. It would be terrible if they found out the Baron was involved. We'll make sure that doesn't happen.
Excellent. Well then, congratulations on your great victory, and I'll be passing out shortly.
I will drink and sing a ditty, relax, maybe have a meal.
Awesome.
Kindly chat with anybody that comes in.
There'd be a couple people would come in and chat, and Stoff would immediately start telling them all about how you killed a vampire.
Well, not by myself. I mean, I had my friends do it, help me as well. It was a team effort, really. All 5 of us.
Several of the people in this village have actually lost loved ones to being hunted down by the spectral hounds of the Brightfold Forest. So people are very grateful to you. A couple people like break down into tears and are hugging on you, and everyone here just thinks you guys are just the coolest.
Do any of them know where the Oh wait, I'm not in there. Never mind.
I'll just clasp hands and make friends, pat people on the back.
Cool.
Perform.
And
All of the friendly things.
And what's everybody else doing?
I'm just standing outside with the armor.
Oh, Thomas, I'm sorry. In the process of glad handing with all these people, could I subtly inquire about if anybody knows about a doctor up north doing weird things and happens to be in an area that's cold?
Sure, make an investigation check with advantage.
Nope.
Nobody knows anything.
That's too bad. I can't say I didn't try.
Alrighty. Well, then I guess we can go ahead and end the day. And at some point, either would you discuss with your party tonight or the next day about this business opportunity?
Just the next time we're in a room together to discuss it.
Sure. And you guys have officially been down here for 10 days, which means we're going to do living expenses real quick.
Oh.
What types of things are associated with living expenses?
Food, room in, drink, ale, things like that. I'll say since you're not eating or drinking, you'll get a fair discount.
Okay.
So it's going to be 1 gold piece from everybody, or 5 silver from the armor, and perhaps Algrex. I don't know if he eats.
It says I eat through osmosis.
Yep. So 1 silver from everybody, or sorry, 1 gold from everybody.
So he just puts his hand on his plate and like absorbs the food into his hand, and it just goes into his body.
That's a
Pretty
really
much.
cool trick.
So I'm seeing some feats here, Thomas, that I haven't ever seen before, and I don't know if they're real.
If it's in there, we'll consider it real.
Well, it's on a website, but it's
if you just go to Roll20, press I, and click on feats, you should see it. See all the ones that are real.
Okay.
He bought a ton of shit for his kobold price, right?
Yeah, there's I have so much stuff. I'm gonna go poor when we move to Foundry, so I have to rebuy everything.
Well, I think it's from the Giants book.
Oh, I don't
And
have
it's-
that one.
Yeah, they're pretty freaking crazy.
If you want to send it to me, I'll look over it.
It says it requires 4th level, which, I mean, come on, it's a feat. So you can't be a human and start with it, I guess, but
That makes sense, actually. What does that mean? Plus PB?
proficiency bonus.
Oh, yeah. That seems... What's it called?
It is called Ember of the Fire Giant.
I don't see it in roll 20. It's not from Cobalt.
It's on Earth It's in an Earth Arcana right now.
Oh, it's EA. Okay, because I was looking at that going, that looks freaking broken, dude.
It's currently being play tested. What it says.
It's too strong. That's too strong.
Yeah, that's definitely too strong. I would say you can do that a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus if you want to take it.
Well, that's the way it works. PB/day.
Oh. That's not too bad.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Like all the extra added bullshit the bad guys also have, so
Sure.
I'm not as worried about it because I've given them some bullshit that you guys will run into.
Yeah, like healing after every turn. Jeez, how are we gonna deal with that?
Hit him harder.
Kill him faster.
Kill him more. Well, I'm assuming Cliff would talk to you guys all the next.
Yeah, I
day
would.
about This.
I would say if our plan is long term to get all these rods, this is our first real lead on one. So, I mean, of course we wouldn't grab it and just go bring it back to Psycho Baron guy, but we could go get it and then figure out what to do with it after that.
We could use it as like an end to get in touch with the Baron.
Could do that too, sure.
I will nod.
Use that to take the Baron's piece. Nod
So
yes
should-
or nod no.
I think he means nod yes.
So, should we tell Storth we're in?
I'm fine with it. As long as we're able to be there when we present it, quote unquote, present it to the Baron.
I always wanted to meet royalty.
All right. Well, when we see Storth for breakfast, I'll tell him I guess we're in.
Storth would very happily, of course, accept, and tell you guys that he's charting a boat down to the wharf that will be here within the next day or two.
It's gonna go down the river.
Yep.
Excellent.
And then he would suggest to Callantir that there's a wandering kind of wizard's arcane shop, and that he kind of keeps track of it loosely, and that it should be passing through here in the next day or two if you need any regents or anything.
Palantir would thank him for the information.
Just make sure this isn't going to be a rowboat that we're using, right? So we don't have to hear Cliff sing row, row, row your boat the entire time.
How dare you? I know a rich and varied selection of sea shanties.
It's not a rowboat. There's a pretty strong current in the river, so it's mostly just going to propel itself.
So it's a raft.
So you're actually going to be here rolling on the river the whole way down.
Rolling. Rolling on the river in Proud Mary, back to back, over and over and over.
To back, to back, to back, to back.
Is it going to be the Tina Turner version, or is it going to be the John Fogerty version? So are you going to say burnin' or boinin'?
I mean, why not both?
You're not supposed to
Fair.
cast earworm on your party like that.
And a little while later, you guys would see is this very large golden cart. Very, very, very large. It seems to be propelling itself. Begins to roll through town, and a couple of the kids run over, and it clearly happens once in a while. And Stealth would say, "You might run into him once in a while on the road, but it's pretty rare. He's got all this magic stuff, and every time I see him, his stock's completely changed."
I will walk over to see what he has.
Me too.
Me too.
Well, the doors to the caravan would open, and suddenly a spray of confetti blasts out, and you watch as this horrific creature, this strange spider flea amalgamation with multiple arms, just completely covered in all types of vials and golden magical items, scurries his way out, and he just says, "It's me, Flea,
Or I attack.
fantastic and famous finder of magical findings."
I attack him. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
That is incredible.
That's pretty glorious.
That's awesome.
New faces. I haven't sold anything to you before.
We're new around here.
Well, first time customers get the bell. And he pulls out like this little ringing bell. It's one time use only. You ring that bell, I'll appear wherever you're at with a whole cart full of stuff to sell you.
I'll hold out my hand.
Toss the bells to you.
I will put them in my pocket.
You
I was
ever
honestly
sell
thinking
the
of-
bells?
Oh, no, I don't sell them. But you'll run into me once in a while if you're lucky. And, I just got all kinds of stuff. What are you guys looking for? What do you need?
Robe of the Archmag. No.
Nope, just sold my last one of those.
Who and where and
Insight
how can I
check.
kill him?
Sure, make an insight check.
I hope you nat 20. You did.
Jay, this is the craziest person you've ever met. He has no idea where he is or what he's doing or what he's sold. He cannot keep track of anything in there. He doesn't even know what he has. All he knows is that he has a lot of magic stuff.
Okay.
And yes, he did just sell his last robe of the Archmagi.
Trying to think of magic items I would want.
I'm
Probably
just gonna. I'm
expensive.
just looking. What does he have?
Yeah. So from a player standpoint, how is this working? Are we asking for stuff and you're rolling to see if he has it, or do you have a list of
I'll
things
pull
he
up-
has?
So, since you guys don't have Identify, I'm just going to post the way some things look,
Oh.
and you guys can decide if that's interesting or not to you. Let's see. Right here, I'll just talk you through some stuff. So he has an amulet that's got these claw marks on it. He says, "This is an amulet that gives you lycanthropy, but at will, controllable. You can have the best elements of a werebear or a were-rat or whatever were you want to wear."
You'd be the best wearer that's ever weared.
I've also got this thing, and he pulls out a skull, and the skull has like this glass, like snow globe type thing in the back of its head, but instead of where a brain would be, you just see these like dark angels. And he says, "See, this here is a graveyard, and it's full of all kinds of powerful wizards. You hang on to this long enough, the wizards will just, through invading your dreams and nightmares, will help you learn spells.
Hmm.
Sometimes you go to sleep and then you wake up and you've got a new spell."
That sounds like something that our party would communally enjoy.
Yeah. Thinking about it.
Right?
Just pass that around. Like, okay, I learned a new spell. I'm going to pass it to the next person.
I recently collected one of the dead and then re-dead and then back alive again. Very powerful mage. He just got added to the globe. His name's Abrar. If you ever heard of that guy, he's pretty big in the last war that happened out in the material.
Bro, the name sounds familiar.
Have I heard of a Brar?
He's the guy that summoned that. You probably haven't, but
Okay.
Yeah,
he's that guy that
he's
summoned
one
that
of the-
big fuck off gargoyle that beat up Kryn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the big bads that lost.
That was after Kryn killed him, so it's only fair.
Yep. How much are you selling the skull for?
And this one is 1,200 gold pieces.
That sounds lovely, but that's a bit out of our price range.
First
That's
time
okay.
discount?
That's okay. I might still have it when I find you.
That's
What
true.
about a discount for first time buyers?
Pick a persuasion check.
Can I guide myself
I don't
too?
even know why you would
Sure.
waste it. It's not going to discount enough that we can afford it.
Ugh, plus 5 and I only get
That'd be
9.
like 90% off.
No discount. Maybe a trade, or maybe you could do something for me.
Do something like what?
There's a guy down here, and he doesn't like me, and I want to steal some of his stuff, but it's super, really hyper dangerous where he is. Like hyper dangerous. It's like I would never
Huh.
go there. But he's got this thing that I really want. It's this little black box, and if you find that and you bring it to me, I'll give you this, and I'll tell you I can hang on to this. I'll hang on to it, and if you manage to get me that box, it's all yours.
And where is this? You said down south?
Now he last I heard he was set up in the Dark Ward.
And he would give you directions to where that's at.
Ah. I would look over at the rest of my party. Oh, do you guys want to maybe do that?
Or was our thing to the south? We're supposed to be going on the boat to the south,
Yeah, you'd
right?
follow the river south is where Stott's going.
Yeah, I don't mean right now. I mean afterwards or some other time. How long would you hold on to that for us?
As long as I remember to.
30 minutes.
Well, we'll see if we can. If we're over there. What other items do you have?
Let's see. I've got some. He's got a couple of basic items. He's got a like healing potions, a couple other things. He's got what looks like a large sword. It's like looks like a great sword.
I'll
And-
point to it.
Oh yeah. You're not gonna be able to afford it, but it's pretty cool. Watch this.
He picks it up, and one side of the sword ignites with blue flames, and the other ignites with orange flames.
Call this thing Verdict.
I'll point to myself.
It costs 1,800 gold pieces. Listen, I've got all kinds of good stuff. All right, I'm always gonna have good stuff. Don't worry about it.
I'll point to the sword. And I'll point to myself.
Well, what do you want to give up for? You want to give me that fancy armor you've got on?
I'll shake my head no.
Okay, I'll look at you and say, do you have 1,800 gold?
I'll shake my head no.
Are you trying to get another deal like ours or add it on to that deal?
I will nod.
If we go get that black box, can we get both the skull and that sword?
Oh, come on, man. Trying to bleed me dry over here.
You said it's a place that you never go that's really dangerous, so we're risking our lives too.
Yeah, it's because the guy there's a freaking jerk and he won't give me any of his magic stuff. Thinks he's so cool just because he freaking.
I agree, that guy is a jerk. Why wouldn't he share his magic stuff with you?
Well,
So-
he says because he's not allowed to, but
So it's a deal then, that black box for both of those. All right, good. You heard him agree, right, Cliff?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what he said.
What's the cheapest magic item you have?
Did Thomas die?
No, I'm here. Sorry, I've got a list of 100 magic items you can have, so I've rolled through an inventory of them every time he's encountered.
I've got banishment caltrips. They can banish you to another plane if you step on them.
Those are awesome. That's amazing.
And how much are those?
The caltrips I sell for about 75 a piece. The more caltrips you have, though, the more likely they get, And I used to have this super cool sword, but it got stolen. And then,
I will kind of tilt my head and
What
make
did it look like?
like a come on gesture.
well, I had a really cool sword, but it got stolen by this freaking knight that's down here who's a huge jerk, and he's got all his jerk friends. So if you find that knight and kill him, I guess you can have it, but it's mine, so... If you
Would
don't
you
kill
trade
him.
back for it?
Oh, you'd just want to keep it. It's really good.
I point to the fire sword again.
Oh yeah, it's better than that one for sure.
I give a really weak flex. I don't know. I don't have much use for a sword.
Oh yeah, you look like you're probably some kind of spell guy.
I'm a wizard.
I gotta bring a spell store in.
Oh.
No way you can afford that. It's
Well,
gonna be like 1,000 gold or something.
Well, this one's from the blemish pile.
What's the blemish pile?
It's the items that nobody wants because they get rejected. It's like if you make a magic item and you mess it up, then it goes into the blemish pile. Like this one only holds half as many spells, and also sometimes it just explodes with a random spell.
How much is that one?
200. But hey, you guys have the bell, so once you guys have a little more coin, call old Flea here back, and we can get you set up.
Sounds
All
like a
right,
good
I'll be
plan.
looking forward to it.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
And if you get that box, you can have the skull with all the dead wizards in it. They just whisper spells. It's creepy, man.
I'm gonna turn towards fuck, what's your name? I'm gonna turn towards
Sean, Kellantier, Cliff, Algrex.
I'm gonna turn towards Palantir and make like a gesture like I'm opening up a piece of paper.
Okay. I will
And then,
open
like-
a piece of paper and give you a writing utensil.
I'm gonna shake my head no.
I think he wants you to write it.
I'm gonna shake my head no.
Paper airplane?
Open up my spell book.
I'm gonna shake my head no.
Do you want
I'm
a
gonna-
map?
I'm gonna nod.
Open up the map. Okay.
Ah!
I'm gonna hold it towards the flea guy and point on the map and just like in a circle with my finger, like I'm saying where.
I think he wants to know where that knight is with that good sword that you're talking about.
I'm gonna nod.
Oh. Well, my sword got stolen from. Well, it doesn't matter where I got stolen from. The people who stole it hang out in the old Deadwood.
Ah,
Excellent. I have a map of that place.
They're a bunch of jerks.
Any particular region of the old Deadwood?
They just kind of nobody really is up there, so they just if you're up there, they'll probably try to kill you. They'll hunt you down.
They're a random encounter.
Lee, I just from talking to you, I noticed you seem to have an awful lot of magic items stolen from you. Is your security just not up to snuff?
Oh, my security is snuffed, but sometimes I don't pay attention.
Mm-hmm. I was just
But
curious.
if I notice it,
for no reason.
but if I notice it, they're done. I got a few tricks up my sleeve. See this here cart? This is the fastest rolling, most chaotic death machine you've ever seen. I just gotta remember to hit the button. And sometimes if I don't see my stuff get stolen, I'll hit the button.
Is he telling the truth in the same way that I like to tell the truth?
Make an insight check.
I'd like to do the same. Cliff knows.
He seems to think that this cart that he has is the most powerful magic item in his arsenal.
It's that golden whatever infernal machine.
push a
I
button,
just-
Ragged Dragon comes out.
I know. I was just curious because you're getting a lot of stuff stolen from you, and I'd hate to see your stuff stolen, Flea. That's terrible.
Oh, thank you.
It's adamantine door.
By the way, when you pulled that skull out, I was half expecting you to be like, "Hi, I'm Paul."
That would have been a great pull.
That's what I was thinking of. I knew there was a skull that Boots had.
I
couldn't
forgot all
think of
about Paul.
Yeah.
Forgot all about Paul.
That's not to say it couldn't still happen.
Yeah.
Now there's 101 items on the magic table.
Or
No.
there's one more personality on the skull.
No. Even in this timeline, Boots still has Paul. We gotta remember.
That's fair.
She won't let him die. Alrighty.
Somewhere out there in her druid grove, Paul's still insisting that he's not her friend and his name is not Paul.
I don't have feelings. My name's Paul, not Paul.
I'm not capable of forming attachment to you. I have no feelings.
Paul might be one of my favorite characters you've ever played, to be honest.
It's just great. Nicole made that great because she was just like, "Oh, it's my best friend Paul." He's like,
We're not friends. I'm incapable of forming a bond with another person.
You're just my friend.
I am just an item.
Man, that is so Paul.
Paul's always doing this bit. Well, the boat would arrive the next day if that's still the direction you guys would like to go, is down to the wharf to seek out one of the pieces of the rod.
I suppose it is.
The first Infinity Stone.
Indeed.
And I think that's probably a good place to end the session.
So do we level up again?
No. You weren't going to level up this session, but you killed a vampire, so I kind of have to let you guys level up there.
Yeah,
Sure.
Gotta have some respect for that.
Despite the fact that Aaron has +1 fucking plate mail.
It's great.
Stupid.
It's
I was
great.
hoping, at least if you were cursed, that'd be it, Although you did lose a pretty strong ability.
Did I?
It's worth it. Yeah, Blood Fury.
Yeah. I didn't want to deal with the negative side effects of that,
Yeah, that makes sense.
especially at this level. Like that armor could just like flat out kill me if I
Yeah,
was
that's
like
it's pretty brutal at this level, but you weren't supposed to get it at this level, so.
yeah. But I can cast Pass Without a Trace and non-detection with it. That's neat.
That skull is another one of my favorite items that I've made. It's up there with the Spellbinder Quill for sure.
Then you got to make sure you give it to us for free next time.
Speaking of which, how do we get another Spellbinder Quill this campaign?
Maybe you don't.
Keep an eye out.
Right?
There's just one. There's just one on the ground. You just gotta find it.
Well, the problem is now it's a legendary item, and it's called Tokarin's Spellbinder Quill.
Oh, God.
And it's cursed.
Yeah.
If you use it, you get sent back in time 5,000 years.
I mean, I'm sure at some point he would have enchanted it to make it stronger. That makes sense.
Don't touch my fucking quill.
The Corin turned into Schnicket.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah. You touch the quill, it removes you and all of your bloodline from all of time.